if you had to choose KG or C Webb,
I love KG.
I do too, but I think he also is a better player.
Okay. Yeah. Like C Webb is a B plus, A minus,
Yeah.
where KG is a for sure A minus,
Yeah.
just based out of intensity.
Did you have a preference?
I don't know why I would choose Chris Webber. Maybe because like he was one of the first guys that would step out beyond the arc and shoot a three. But overall, I can't go wrong with KG.
KG, I think, is half a football field behind Tim Duncan
Yeah.
as the best power forward. To me, it might be Duncan, Malone, KG.
Duncan.
Agreed.
KG.
No, that's very like yeah.
Malone was just dope, but you know what? If you watch the last 5 years of Malone, how he could post up and just shoot the mid range, he was just tough to guard.
Yeah. Man.
I remember him posting, and then Andre Karolinko would cut, and he would just pass the ball.
Yeah, Malone. I think he's. It's kind of silly, but I think he's underrated. Just because
yes.
he's he has that stipulation of never having won, and then he's linked to Stockton and all that stuff. It's just like, man, he scored over 30,000 points.
Yeah.
Second highest scorer in the league.
2 MVPs. I don't know, man.
But I still
gotta give it to him.
I still think when it comes to Duncan, his category is not if he's better than Malone, because I still think he's the best power forward. It's is he better as a player overall than Kobe?
Who is?
Tim Duncan.
It's just dynamo. It's like if you're gonna die, right? If a girl nags you to death, that's Tim Duncan. Kobe is that one stab in the neck. It's just Kobe is such a dynamo.
Yeah.
5 rings of dynamo.
Yeah.
Where Tim Duncan is like steady.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Steady 5 rings. They're two different. They're two different dopes, dude.
It's definitely 2 different dopes because, I mean, Tim Duncan, he's in that class of like impact rookies, Bird, Magic, and Tim Duncan. It's like they won a championship right away. And they were great right away. Out the box, man. Like, even though that first championship is kind of asterisk, I agree, shortened season. But, dude, out the box, man. I mean, he was immediate impact. Biggest turnaround in this, not biggest, because that was David Robinson had the biggest turnaround. But still, they won the championship in 2 years.
Yeah. I think with Duncan, it's just the fact that he was able to win a championship, and even though he may have not been the big deal the 5th time, but a championship every decade that he was in the league, that's like significant. And I think he started teetering out towards the time he hit like 36 or 37, because a lot of people wanted to say he was done or say he was old by the time he hit 34. So
the 2003 one, though, he was dope in that one. Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to go another way, but maybe not. I just don't want to take away too much.
Here's my theory on Duncan. If you watch his first 6 years, he was so athletic.
yeah,
He had like a drop step spin a la Shaq, and he could dunk on someone.
Mm-hmm.
He could intimidate a shot by just jumping up high, straight up. But because he learned his bank shot fairly relative within the 10 years, you didn't get to see that much of the flash.
yeah,
Because he's like, you know what? Dude, I'm having a hard time against Elton Brand because of this tree stump. I'm having a hard time against the Brazilian guy from the Denver Nuggets,
Nene
Nene Hilario. So, like, at that point, he's like, why am I going to try and shack it when I can just face up?
Yeah.
And if you bite on my pump fake, I'm going to lay it up. And if you don't, I'm going to bank the shot.
Yeah.
So, like, and Kobe, a lot of what I marveled is the level of difficulty in making a shot.
Oh, man.
It's the ultimate bailout. Oh, 8 seconds. I guess we'll just pass it to Kobe and it's his problem.
yeah.
right? And then he bailed the Lakers out.
All too many times.
You know, it was just. I think you and I would be classified as Kobe haters, right? But I like to think I'm fair because amongst Kobe haters, I go at him.
Yeah.
I'm just critical. I was so critical about Shaq when he first came to the Lakers.
Right.
There wasn't a blog yet to be critical, but I'm like, dude, you could be the best player ever.
You fat fuck.
And that's what made me not like him as much, because
Compared to Kobe or just in general?
compared to Kobe, because I saw that same thing where it's just like, man, you should be dominating this league every single year. And it wasn't until he got his act together and then dominated 2000 like it was nobody's business. I mean, that's when you really saw Shaq. And then it was like, well, fuck it. Why do I have to do it the whole season? I can just do it at the end. Just get to the end and just dominate everybody, and just win championships. But
get the toe fixed during the while I'm on the clock.
Right. That was opposite Kobe, where Kobe was like, fuck, let's just get better and better and better every year. And that's what I admired about him more. But Shaq was just he should have won more MVPs, more championships.
You just watch highlights of him backing down Dikembe Mutombo.
Nobody could stop that guy.
You watch him against easy target, but like people like Vlade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you physically see Mutombo move back.
Greg Ostertag, that big
Galoof.
Yeah. Ogre. I mean, just pushing him out the way. Sabonis dunking on his face every time down the floor.
Derek Coleman.
Yeah, Derek Coleman just he couldn't stand a chance.
And Derek Coleman was a stout 6'10".
Yeah.
Can't stand. He can't handle Shaq.
He had like a Moses Malone body.
Yeah.
Theo Ratliff, when he was like the blocking champ.
Yeah, and that's a good point. Theo Ratliff, the way he would play Shaq, it's like, I'll give you space. If it's not under the rim, then I'll try and block you from an angle.
Yeah.
Not head on straight.
Yeah.
That was his talent, really. Like the help blocker versus the deke.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Shaq, I think could have been the best player ever.
Yeah. Agreed.
Just by punishing bodies.
Agreed.